Formulas allow easy calculations to be made using the data contained within a spreadsheet. If you want to enter a formula into a cell first, place the cursor in the cell where the formula will appear. Enter an equals sign first. Following the equals sign, enter the expression that will produce the result you require. This expression should consist of operands, values, variables, and symbols. These expressions should contain mathematical procedures like plus or minus signs to add or subtract as viewed in this example. When the formula is complete, press Enter. The formula will be calculated and the result displayed in the cell. When you select the cell, the formula will automatically appear in the formula bar. You can also enter a formula directly in the formula bar by selecting the cell, clicking in the formula bar, and then entering the required formula. If there is an error in your formula, an error message with a number sign will be displayed like this. You can also enter a formula by selecting a range of cells. First, enter the equal to sign followed by the function name and the opening parenthesis in the cell where you want to display the result. Using the arrow keys, move the cell pointer to the first cell in the range. The cell reference will automatically be added to the formula. Now, hold down the Shift key and move to the last cell in the range. Now, press Enter to complete the formula. There is a specific order of the operators in Excel 2000 that needs to be followed in that order for their execution. Unlike the Lotus program, where the exponentiation operator is evaluated before the negation operator, Microsoft Excel evaluates the negation operator first. Hence, the same complex formula will give you different results when used in both products. Functions are special commands used in formulas to perform mathematical processes. They can be used to extend the power of Excel 2000 and to make complex operations simple. Excel 2000 contains a built-in list of categorized worksheet functions, enabling you to easily locate the ones you require. With the user-defined category, you can also define your own functions for calculations, keeping in mind a few useful criteria like the following. A function must be typed in correctly using the right syntax. Since a function can only be used in a formula, you must always begin with an equal sign. Functions always include parentheses after them. You may need to enter a value in these parentheses or leave them empty. If you want, you can enter functions directly into a worksheet. To do this, select the cell wherein you want to enter the formula. Insert an equal sign in the cell and the formula toolbar buttons will appear. Enter the function that you require. Follow the function up by an opening parenthesis and type in any arguments required for the function and end by closing parenthesis. Press Enter. If errors are absent in your formula, the result of the formula will be displayed in the cell. Press Enter. If errors are absent in your formula, the result of the formula will be displayed in the cell. If you activate the cell any time again, you can view the underlying formula in the formula bar. If you cannot find an error in a function which seems to be bugged, use the paste function to debug it. To debug a formula present in the cell, highlight the cell and click on the paste function icon present in the standard toolbar. To sum numbers automatically, select the cell in which you want to contain the sum formula. Click on the Auto Sum icon present on the standard toolbar. Excel 2000 will create a sum formula and will show you the range it thinks you want to sum. If the range is correct, click Enter to apply the sum formula. If the range shown by Excel is incorrect, select the range you want to sum and press Enter. If you do not want to sum the numbers automatically, you can use the sum function. For this, select the cell where you want to place the formula. Type equals sum. Highlight the range you wish to sum and then press enter. The result of the formula will be displayed in the cell. There are some very simple, commonly used functions. The average function is used to determine the average number of the selected cells. The columns function is used to return the number of columns within a reference. The count function is used to list how many numbers are in the list of arguments. The max function is used to return the maximum number from a list of arguments. The min function is used to return the minimum number from a list of arguments. The round function is used to round off numbers to a specified number of decimal points. The sum function is used to add the contents of selected cells. Now, let us have a look at the paste function. Paste function is an easy method to create and use functions. Some other commonly used functions are displayed in the paste function dialog box. To use the paste function and to enter a function, select the cell where you want the formula to appear. Insert an equal sign to start the formula and enter any other expression that appears before the function. To enter a function, click Paste Function icon from the standard toolbar to open the Paste Function dialog box. From the function category, choose a category that you require. Now, move to the function name list box and use the down arrows to scroll through if required to choose a function. Select OK after your selection. A second Paste Function dialog box appears containing the function's arguments. Use the Tab key to move through the various arguments. When all the arguments are satisfied, click OK to enter the function into a cell. In case you require to edit the function in any way, do so in the formula bar. Press Enter to complete the entry. As you know, cells can be referred to by their location names. The cell reference for a single selected cell is this. The cell reference for a contiguous range of cells is this. The cell reference for a non-contiguous range is this. You can give these cells meaningful names instead of the cell references given by their location. There are some rules that apply to naming cells and ranges. Range names normally begin with a letter or an underscore character. Range names must not contain hyphens or spaces. Range names have a limit of 255 characters. In most of the name box drop-down list, names containing 10 to 15 characters in length will be visible. For naming a cell, we have to first select the cell that requires to be named, open the Insert menu and select Name. From the options given in the Name menu, choose Define to open its dialog box. In the Define Name dialog box, enter a name for the cell in the Names in Workbook field. Click Add to add the name to the list of named ranges. Click OK to exit from the dialog box and to apply the name to the cell. The name of the cell is displayed in the name box at the top left of the formula bar. You can also rename the cells in a very short way as compared to the one explained above. Select the cell or range that you wish to name. Click in the name box present at the top of the workbook and enter a name for your cell or range. Press Enter to complete naming your cell or cells. Now you can easily navigate in a workbook to name cells or ranges. To do this, simply click on the down arrow to the right side of the name box that is available at the top of the worksheet. From the ensuing drop-down list, simply select the named cell or range that you wish. You will be taken to the named cell or the range selected. You can automatically name cell or cells or ranges using text labels present in the worksheet. As shown, we can give the cell a name pertaining to its subject. Highlight the cell range that needs to be named as shown. Click on Insert. From the ensuing drop-down menu, choose Name and then select Create. In the Create Names dialog box, Excel makes an educated guess at the position of the text label. Click OK to complete. Click on the cell range and view the resulting name in the name cell. If you want, you can delete a cell's or range's name. To delete, you have to select Insert from the menu bar and choose Name. Select Define to open the Define Name dialog box. Select the range name that you wish to delete from the list. Click on the Delete button to delete the selected range name. After completing the deletion, click OK to exit. Named ranges make it easier to find your way around a spreadsheet. Using named ranges within your formulas makes it easier to understand and modify the same at a later date. Name a cell containing a formula using the Insert Name Define. As you can view in the name box, it is easy to understand what the formula is all about.